Now we need to export it, and there's a couple things that we need to do. First, we need to make sure there are no ins and outs marked. If I were to export right now, it would only export Mitch's soundbite. So Option X again clears that in to out. I also don't want to have a track selected like that or clip selected. So I'm going to click off in this gray area here, anywhere. Could be down here, could be down here, doesn't matter. Just not on one of these clips. Okay. And I also want to make sure that the timeline is active. I would not want to come up, here and have this window active, because now I'm gonna export, one of these things or multiple things. So make sure no ins and outs, no clips are selected, and that my timeline is active. Okay, File, Export. I'm going to the 360 Systems Image Server, and that is the machine that plays back our video for the newscast. I wouldn't want to do 360 Systems Image Server local MXF files, because that would save it locally somewhere to my hard drive. I want to send it actually to the server. So I'm going to go to this. Now it's going to take a couple minutes to render the video and to write the video and audio. So when you're working on your stories, make sure that you get your story done in plenty of time. Don't finish at 11:59 and think that this is going to get done for the newscast. You've got to finish by about 11:50 and hope that then you'll have that time to export. So or back time from whatever time you need to be done. If you're doing a live shot and you need to be done at 11, then you need to be done editing by 10:50 so you can export. Just plan on 10 minutes for an export. It takes a little bit less, but you never know. Depending on the workload, how busy people are exporting to the server, things could take longer. Okay, so it's going to finish this, writing audio and video. Then it pops up this Flip for Mac image server thing. This is where we connect, and so we hit the connect button, and now we're connected to the image server. You can see the files that are already in the root folder here. Need to check and make sure our number is correct. 11, 12, 22, 07. That was our correct number. Then I click the export button, and now it's going to export to the server. Again, this will take a couple minutes because it's transferring the file from locally on our hard drive down to the image server. Not quite as long as the writing part usually, but still going to be a couple minutes. We're still not done when this is done though. Now we need to archive our story, and to do that we're going to go to File and Export and then QuickTime Conversion, and that's a little bit of a different process. Okay, that one's done. Come on, finish. Okay, File, Export, using QuickTime Conversion. Now, this is going to export a QuickTime file, and we're going to send it, as I said, we're archiving, so we're going to send it to this archive folder. Important to not just randomly save things wherever it goes. If I don't select this archive folder, it's going to go wherever the last time someone saved something. It might be in your project folder, it might be in someone else's folder, it could be in the main root of the RAID, could be anywhere, and you're not going to know, and you're not going to be able to find it, and it'll just drive me crazy, and I'll be mad, and we don't want that to happen. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yes, that's a Hulk reference. Okay, so my number is correct. Saving it to the archive. I need to make sure I'm saving it in the right format. I need to go down to this Options button here. I am in QuickTime Movie, so that's good. Options, Compression H.264. Good. That's the way I want it. That is our video compression setting. Sound, integer little endian. That will not work. If you try to burn that to a DVD or do any number of other things with it, you're going to run into problems, and it won't play back on a lot of different computers. So we're going to change the setting here from linear PCM to AAC, hit OK, and OK, and now I'm ready to archive it. So I hit save. Again, double check. Let's go into the archive. The number is correct. Okay, save. It is absolutely important that you make sure that everything that you save goes in the right place and with the right name and the correct compression settings. You will have plenty of headaches later on if you save things in the wrong compression formats and you're trying to burn your DVDs for your final projects and stuff like that. You'll waste hours of your time and you will be sad, and I'll feel bad for you, but I will know that I have already told you this. Save your things in the correct format. Anything that you're going to save for yourself, save it in the H.264 AAC format. Now this is going to take 5 minutes, 6 minutes. We're not going to sit here and just watch this thing move, but be aware that that is how long it takes. In the end, when this is all done, you'll need to shut down your project. Again, don't just hit quit for Final Cut Pro. You need to actually close your project, and that'll be done by right-clicking on this project tab up here. We can't see that right now because we've got 6 more minutes before this is exported, but you need to do that before you quit. Otherwise, your project will open up and someone else will make changes to it or do whatever, and then everything of your stuff will get messed up. So just keep good habits. Close your project as soon as you're done with your project. The last thing that you're going to need to do here is go back to the Finder and go into Archive, and since these are in alphanumeric order, your thing's going to be near the bottom. You can see ours is going right now 11/12/22/07. It's not done yet, but you need to right away, as soon as this is done, make a copy for yourself and make a copy for your partner, whether it's a photographer or a reporter. You both want a copy of this. You want to save all of your stories so that when it comes time to turn something in, you're not searching through this, because look at these numbers. How are you going to remember which number is your story? This will be a pain in the butt. It seems like right now, going back after you're all done and you've got this closed, it seems like this is an inconvenience, but it will save you hours when it comes time to look for your stuff if you just grab your stuff as soon as you're done with it. You don't want to drag it out of this archive folder. I want to copy it, and I'm going to go right now with a different one because I don't want to wait forever for that to finish and waste your time here. So I'm going to go 11/12/23/09 or 11/12/30/09. Going to select that and Command C is copy. Otherwise I could go up to File or no, Edit and copy and copy that. Then I would go back to your COM263 or COM267 folder, and assuming this was Allie's. Oh, hey, it's done. Okay, so I'm going to go back and do this. The last part of the process here is I need to make a copy for myself and for my photog. So RAID 5, Archive, go all the way down. Because these are alphanumeric order, your thing should be near the bottom. There really shouldn't be anything after that. The date is wrong on this. The date is wrong on that. The year is wrong. Oh, this should be 11/12/09, not 12/09/11. Someone did things out of order. I'm going to fix that. 11/12/09/77. Someone would have been looking for that story for a long time, you know, if they ever needed to go back and find it because the name was incorrect on that. Okay, so ours is 11/12/22. We can see if we hit the space bar, it pops up, and that's a nice,
it's the week before finals.
easy way to do this.
Are
Okay. To save a copy of it, select the story I want, hit Command C to copy, or I could go up to Edit and Copy. Then I'm going to go into the folder that of my class, Com263 or Com267, whichever one you're in, and find your name. And this is Allie's story, so I'll put it in here. And hopefully I've got things organized in here. I've got a little folder for packages, and I can paste it in, Command V, and you can see it pasted in. And now she's got a copy of this story in her folder. So that's a nice little thing. It's important. This will save you a ton of time at the end of the semester, rather than go back and into the archive and go, okay, which ones were my stories? And you know what? Some of these will be deleted, so you might not find it at all. If you don't do it right away, don't expect it to be there when you come back. Anything could happen here. So save a copy for yourself. And at the end of the semester, take that copy, or, you know, during the semester, take the copy, put it on a flash drive, take it home, put it on your computer. You need to save these projects for yourself so that you'll always have them. You'll need them for resume tapes. You'll need them someday when you go back and just show your kids, you know, what you did in college. You might not be a reporter for the rest of your life, or a photographer for the rest of your life. You might be doing stuff that's really different. You want to save this just so you have it. It's easy to do. It doesn't take up that much space on your computer, and you know, it's good to just have a flash drive, come in, grab what you need, take it home, put it on your computer. So do that for your reporter, do it for your photog. Make sure you get a copy of it for everyone, and then when you're done, come back into Final Cut Pro, go up to this tab, your project tab at the top right, right click, close tab. Do I want to save it? Heck yeah, that was my hard work. And now I can quit Final Cut Pro. Command Q, or Final Cut Pro, quit Final Cut Pro, or I could go down into the dock, click and hold, and say quit. Any one of those three methods works, but now I can see there's no blue dot under Final Cut Pro. It is closed, and I am done.